listen, we're baseball people here. We're baseball people. Before I joined NFL Network, kiddos, and started doing this radio show for coming up 10 years now, I was the very first voice you heard when ESPN Radio started broadcasting MLB games. I was the first in-studio host of Major League Baseball on ESPN Radio. I called baseball games. I was a baseball guy for ESPN. Covered World Series. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm just laying out my bona fides for all those kids out there who might be Snapchatting us right now. All right? So it just seems to me that baseball frequently, the stories are all about when it gets the biggest attention when, say, there's an unwritten rule that's broken and people get all up in arms about it, right? Or there's rule changes like last year, and it improved the game. The pitch clock, I was way against it until I saw it, and now I'm for it, right? And the bigger bases, and as you know, getting rid of the shift has just been, it's just a delight. And but there's just really no conversation about, well, who do you think's going to win, right? When training camp opens in the NFL, we're talking about who's got a chance to win. Maybe it's just because a lot of folks, teams, they know they got no chance to win or anything like that, but it's still an incredible game. It's a mental game. It's an exciting game. When the playoffs hit, it's funny. In May or June, whenever somebody reaches base against the Yankees, I'm like, oh, okay. If that happens in October, I'm like, game over.
Yep.
It's an irrational way of viewing things, right?
It's fun.
But sometimes just baseball can't get out of its own way. And maybe the conversation as to who wins and who might not win this year has been totally removed because we're all assuming it's going to be the Dodgers. But that's my long-winded setup, my Luis Tiant wind-up. Now here's the pitch. Story in Major League Baseball right now is about, wait for it, the uniforms. There are new uniforms this year now, and all 30 clubs are not wearing new designed uniforms, really, some of them are changing color schemes and logos and jerseys and whatever.
Well, since Nike took over, they have the City Connects
and all that
different
sort of
color
stuff.
schemes, yeah.
Yankees don't do that. They still just wear their away grays and their pinstripes at home, and that's it. They'll just put a Star Insurance patch on the side, right? But it's a different design in terms of what the fabric looks like.
The material, I think, used, yeah.
So I don't know who the Costanza was here to say, let's go cotton uniforms because it breathes. But somebody did, and they changed it. And you might think that the design is imperceptible to change, but I've never said these words before. Take a look at Ohtani's pants. And it looks like there's a different color at the top and the bottom. No, it's because you could see through the pants. And you could see where they're tucking the jersey in. Look at Yamamoto. You could see the jersey tuck. Did nobody notice that you could see through?
Looks like they're all wearing tidy whities.
Looks like they're wearing underwear. You could
like extra underwear tucked in, but no, it's the jersey.
Did nobody notice this?
Hey.
You could see the jersey tucked in.
That looks terrible.
And then there's a couple of guys who are, I don't know if there's any Mariners doing it, cupless in Seattle. And it leaves very little to the imagination.
Cupless in Seattle.
Let me just put it this way. It's been a long time since we talked about the big unit.
My balls was hot.
No, apparently they're not. That's the point of this. Apparently they're a perfect temperature.
By the way, those pictures we showed were a little bit more tame than some of the ones.
Yes, I've been seeing a lot other.
Some of the ones on Twitter.
It's a family program here
We're
on
trying.
the Roku channel.
Some of the ones on Twitter, you got real familiar with some of these players.
It looks like it's a family planning channel.
2 balls, no strikes.
I can't imagine. Wow. That's the count.
You can see these nuts.
Wow.
Come on.
Stop it. All right. Now, see, See, I'm trying to subtly go down this
We were
road.
dancing around it, Mike. I mean,
And you're just trying to take the hammer and hit it on. Wait, hold on a second.
Wait a second.
So baseball is attempting to rectify the situation between now and opening day?
I don't know if there's enough time.
But apparently the players can't wait for closing day on these uniforms.
Oh, right. Don't let it have a rain game.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's the top story on the stack.
It's a top story, right?
Yeah.
Because the Players Association is involved, and baseball's like, our member clubs will be ready.
So the players don't like the jerseys nor the pants.
By the way, it gives new meaning to member clubs.
There's so much
Stop
I want
it.
to say, but
No,
I
don't
can't.
say it.
I'm not.
I'm
Stop
trying
it.
not to look at
This
either
is
of you,
not
or I'm just
good.
going to keep laughing.
None of this.
I'm done. I'm just no. I
Gives
won't.
new meaning to here comes the judge.
In Switzerland,
Stop.
only one guinea pig.
Stop.
Because
Thanks for watching the rest of this show, please.
Unbelievable.
Listening.
Wow.
You think Roku Joe's like, do they have a dump button? Do they have a dump button?
No.
I got it.
Do these? I think these uniforms have a dump button. What is going on? Did nobody notice? Look at that shot of
It's
look
not
at
a
this.
seam that anybody.
You could see the jersey is tucked into these pants.
That's all you can see.
you're not gonna like it.
Oh, you could see the tag in the jersey. Look at that.
Lighter field. They're called performance jerseys,
Oh, so it gives you more ability to perform.
I guess.
But guys, according to
Baseball.
Caroline Means, who's married to O's pitcher John Means, quote, wives are fine with it.
Okay.
So take that as you will.
Chicks dig the long pants.
I think the
It's a
single.
new commercial.
I think the single players are in
I mean,
favor of
but
these
look
jerseys.
at that. Did nobody notice? Like Otani's jersey is tucked into his pants, and you could see, you could see the jersey end right around his thighs.
There's Otani's.
Dude,
I'm not
All
saying
right.
anything.
so that's the way we're
Keeping my mouth shut here.
covering the top story.
Look, this is what the people want. We got to give it to them.
I don't know. This is what the news is. We just follow the news.
We're following the news. Look,
That's
the news
all
is
we're
the
doing.
top story, guys.
We're just trying to touch them all. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.